Good afternoon, children. Today we will continue chapter Reproduction in Animals. You have read about asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Today you will read how do hens lay eggs. All of you have read that there are three types of reproductive pattern. One of them is internal fertilization and external development. In hen, fertilization is internal and development is external. Fertilization takes place inside the body of the female. Sperm and ovum fuse to form zygote. Then zygote moves down the oviduct. Now zygote is surrounded by protective layers. One of the protective layers is egg shell. Zygote is surrounded by egg shell. After the formation of egg shell, the hen lays the eggs. This egg shell is made of calcite. Calcite is a crystalline form of calcium carbonate. So you have seen, children, the color of egg shell is white. Now after the formation of egg cell, this formation of egg cell takes place down the oviduct. Now the hen lays the eggs. Now the hen sits over the egg for 21 days. It is called incubation period. During this period, the zygote develops into embryo and the embryo develops into the chick. This period is called incubation period. The hen sits over the egg to provide the warmth of the body, because the process of development requires certain temperature, and this temperature is provided by the hen when it sits over the egg. It is called incubation. This incubation may take place naturally when the hen sits over the egg, or it may take place artificially. There is a machine, incubation machine or incubator, in which incubation takes place. So you have seen, children, that in hen the fertilization is internal but the development is external. Fusion of sperm and ovum takes place inside the body of the hen and zygote is formed. Now the zygote is surrounded by protective layers. It takes place down the oviduct. One of the protective layers is egg shell. It is made of calcite. Calcite is a crystalline form of calcium carbonate. After the formation of egg shell, the hen lays the eggs. Now the hen sits over the egg for 21 days. During these 21 days, the zygote develops into embryo and the embryo develops into the chick. It is called incubation period. Incubation may take place artificially also. It may take place in incubator also. It is a machine. Now after 21 days, the egg cell breaks down and the chicks come out. It is called hatching. So you have seen, children, that in hen the fertilization is internal but the development is external, because it takes place outside the body of the female. Now you will read about oviparous and viviparous animals. Oviparous animals are egg-laying animals, in which you have seen that fertilization is internal but the development is external. Like in birds, you have seen the hen is a bird, the fertilization is internal but the development is external. So egg-laying animals are called oviparous animals, like fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds, insects. They are oviparous animals. Now, what are viviparous animals? Viviparous animals are such animals which give birth to young ones. The female gives birth to young ones. Like you have seen mammal, all the mammal. Mammal means such animals which have mammary gland. Okay, and the important characteristic of mammal is there is presence of hair on the skin. These mammals are human being, elephant, cat, dog, lion, all these are mammals, cow. They in mammals you have seen the female gives birth to young ones. So now you are in the position to say what is oviparous animal and what is viviparous animal. Oviparous animals are egg-laying animals and viviparous animals are animals which are giving birth to young ones. Now the next topic is journey, the journey from young ones to adults. Children, you must have seen that sometimes the young ones are the miniature form of the adult. Means the young ones look like their adult. Like in case of human being, you have seen the young one is similar to the adult. So this type of development, when the young one is like their adult, it is called direct development. And sometimes the young one are not similar to their adult. Like in case of development of frog, you will see the tadpole is not looking like the adult frog. So that type of development is called indirect development. Indirect development means young one is not the miniature form of the adult. In the initial stage, the young one is not like the adult. They are not the miniature form of the adult in the initial stage. That type of development is called indirect development. Like you have seen the life cycle of silkworm. You have read in class 7th. You have also read about the life cycle of butterfly. Caterpillar is there that is not looking like the butterfly or that is not looking like the silkworm. So you have seen in the initial stage the young one is not like the adult. This type of development is called indirect development. Now you will read, children, that in the life cycle of frog metamorphosis takes place. Metamorphosis means some changes take place in the structure and habit of the organism during its life cycle. It is called metamorphosis. Certain radical changes take place in the structure and in the habit of the organism during its life cycle. It is called metamorphosis. Like when you will study the life cycle of frog, you will see that the sperm and ovum fuse inside the body of the female and zygote is formed. In case of frog, the fertilization is external and development is also external. The male lays the male produces sperm in the surrounding water and the female also produces ovum in the surrounding water, and the sperm and ovum fuse in the surrounding water. So fertilization is external. Okay children, you have read that in frog the fertilization and development both are external. So fertilization takes place in the surrounding water, it is external fertilization. After fertilization, zygote is formed. Now the zygote divides and forms embryo. zygote develops into embryo, and then embryo develops into tadpole. Tadpole is the larval stage of the frog, and it is the miniature form of the adult frog. But in this case, you will see, children, in the initial stage when there is formation of tadpole, tadpole is not looking like the adult frog. You will see in the tadpole, you can see the diagram. In the tadpole, there is presence of gills. Tadpole lives in the water and it breathes with the help of gills. And it swims in the water with the help of tail. And it is herbivore, so the intestine is long. Intestine is short. Children, here you may confuse. The herbivores animals have long intestine. Okay, in case of digestive system of cow, you have studied in the previous class, it has long intestine. So tadpole is herbivore, it has long intestine. You have seen all the characters of tadpole, like presence of circular mouth, presence of gills for respiration, presence of tail for movement in the water. So these characters are there in the tadpole. Now the changes take place in the structure and habit of the tadpole. What changes take place? There is development of hind leg. After that, there is development of foreleg. Then the tadpole comes on the surface of the water and development of lungs take place. Now it starts to breathe with the help of lungs. After that, the intestine shortens. Now it becomes carnivorous. Carnivorous animals have short intestine in comparison to herbivorous animals. So, in case of adult frog, you will see the tadpole changes into adult frog. Now what happens? There is change in the structure and the habit of the tadpole. What changes have taken place? You have seen there is development of hind leg followed by foreleg. Then there is development of lungs and the intestine becomes short. All these changes take place in the tadpole. Now there is breathing with the help of lungs. So you have seen, children, these changes take place. Now it becomes frog. So this change is called metamorphosis, which takes place during its lifetime. So you have seen that metamorphosis is certain radical changes in the structure and habit during the life cycle of the animal. And in case of frog, you have seen metamorphosis takes place. In the last stage of metamorphosis, the tail is absorbed. In the adult frog, now there is no tail. So it is very important. Now you may be asked in the exam, what changes take place in the tadpole when it becomes an adult frog? You can say that in the frog there is development of hind leg followed by foreleg. There is development of lungs. The intestine becomes short, and in the last stage of metamorphosis, the tail is absorbed. All these changes take place in the tadpole and it becomes adult frog. So this is all about the life cycle of frog. Okay, children, now you will revise the chapter thoroughly and you will draw the diagram of life cycle of frog in the notebook. This is all about this chapter, children. Thank you.